Hello, welcome to this video on Bodhicaryavatara, chapter 7, verse 24. Unfortunately, my app is still playing up. I don't know how to fix it, so you can see both me and the text at the same time. Oops. I have no idea what you're seeing now, whether it's just me or text. So let's forget about seeing me and go straight into the text if we can. Here we are. So verse 24. Kriyamimam apyukshitam varavaidyo nadattavan madhurenu pacharena chikitsati mahaturan. Again. Kriyamimam apyukshitam varavaidyo nadattavan madhurenu pacharena chikitsati mahaturan. The word vara literally means a choice, and used as a prefix it means the best of something, like the choicest, the choicest, the choice doctor, the doctor of choice, the best doctor, often translated as the great physician. So varavaidyo, the best doctor, the great physician. Na dattavan, did not give, or has not given, kriyamimam, that treatment. In other words, I think the reference here is that he hasn't given the painful treatment that ordinary surgeons use. He's talking about, Shantideva here is talking about a different treatment. So, kriyamimam apyuchitam varavaidyo nadattavan. So, varavaidyo, the best doctor, the best of doctors, nadattavan, has not given kriyam imam, this kriyam operation, has not provided this operation, apyuchitam, even though appropriate. So even though it would have been an appropriate operation, the best of doctors, the great physician, has not given it, has not given this kriyam imam nadattavan, has not given imam kriyam this operation. Dattavan is one way of expressing the past tense. It's less common in Vedic. It's very, very common in classical Sanskrit. It's not used in Pali. It's the dattavan. It's the past active participle, a person who has done something. So dattavan is a person who has given. It's an adjective, but it's used very frequently in place of a verb. And this is formed, this form of the active past participle is formed by taking the past participle, which is datta, that's the passive past participle, something that is given, and putting the suffix van onto it. That's vat or vant. It's the same suffix, vat or vant, as in, for example, Bhagavan, the Blessed One, and in Pali, Bhagava. And like these other adjectives, including the present participles ending in suffix at-ant, matmant, vatvant, it makes, for example, its genitive in attah, matah, vatah, which in Pali becomes atto, vato, mato. That's why we recite Namo tassa bhagavato. So this vato in Pali is the genitive / dative form of this same suffix van. So dattavan, a having given, a person who has given, used as a verb. So that's why it is Varavaidyo, the best of doctors, na dattavan, has not given, imam kriyam, this procedure, this operation, uchitam api, even though appropriate. And it's in the feminine accusative, kriyam, imam, uchitam, because they are all objects of the verb dattavan. Na dattavan kriyam imam apyuchitam, even though appropriate. Madhurena upacharena chikitsati mahaturan. Madhu means, on its own, means honey. And a fairly common adjectival ending is ra, and rud, to roar, rudra, something that is roaring. As then the god Rudra, as the roaring god. So madhu, honey, madhura, honey-like, means sweet, madhura. And upachara, from our root area, char, the root char, to go, upachar, to go towards, to go up to, upachar. And by extension, you go towards somebody, you go to attend to them, you go to their assistance. And by further extension, specifically providing medical assistance, to go to somebody's aid if they're ill. So, see, the upachara in a medical context means treatment. So, madhurena upacharena, by sweet treatment. And of course, by sandhi, it becomes madhureno pacharena, madhurena upacharena, madhureno pacharena. This interesting word, chikitsati, it's from the root chit, meaning chit as in chitta, which I've done a note of on here. So chit, meaning to think or to fix the mind on. We have the chitta, the mind, more the thinking mind. The chetana is an act of the chit, and the chetana, which in Buddhist psychology is often used in the sense of an intention, an act done with chetana behind it, an intentional act, rather than an accidental or habitual act, an act where the intention is there. There's a series of verbs in Sanskrit called the desideratives, where the verb in English is say to wish to do something, but in Sanskrit you have a series of verbs where the desire to do it is expressed by a change in the form of the verb itself. And it's done typically by reduplicating the first syllable or the opening consonant and the vowel of the first syllable, so of the root. The root chit, to make the desiderative base, you would normally get chi, chit, just reduplicating the chi, chit, and then add a sa onto it. So chichitsa, mean to desire to fix the mind on, to desire to attend to. In this particular case, to avoid a chi coming together, the second chi, the chi of the root, transforms into a ka, so chikit, to avoid the double cha. The characteristic s is added, so chikitsati, meaning to desire to apply your chitta to something, to keep something in mind, then by extension, to care for something, to keep it in mind, to hold, to desire to keep it in your mind, to make it your object of focus, be anxious about something. And then by further extension, it means to treat somebody in a medical sense. It makes its verbal noun, so here, so as in chikitsa, and that just means the practice of medicine, therapy, treatment, chikitsa. But that's the origin of this word. So, madhurena upacharena, by sweet treatment. In other words, not by the painful treatment that the surgeons use, but by sweet treatment, madhurena upacharena chikitsati. He treats, gives therapy to Mahaturan, the Mahaturan. Now, this root tur mostly means to hurry along. But there's a less used meaning to hurt. However, with the verbal prefix, excuse me, atur, that does mean to hurt, but it's almost always found in the adjectival form, which I'm highlighting here, atura, one upon whom hurt has come. One who is struck, and I've drawn an analogy here between the Latin word flictus, meaning struck, and then adflictus, which by Latin sandhi, in Latin phonetics, becomes afflictus, which is in English we could talk afflicted, literally meaning struck on. Adflictus, struck on. And that is the same, although they're different words, it's exactly the same word formation as atura, one who is afflicted. And Maha-atura, by Sandhi, Mahatura means greatly afflicted. And here, Mahaturan, it is the accusative plural. So Chikitsati, he treats. Mahaturan, those greatly afflicted, those with the greatest affliction. So, Madhureno Pacharena Chikitsati Mahaturan. With sweet treatment, he cares for the greatly afflicted. So I will read this again once with the text showing, and the second time without the text showing, and hopefully my system won't continue to play me up. Kriyamimam apyuchitam varavaidyo nadattavan madhureno pacharena chikitsati mahaturan. No, it's not working. Not working. Okay, I'll give it to you again, whatever it does. Kriyamimam apyuchitam varavaidyo nadattavan madhureno pacharena chikitsati mahaturan. Right, that's it for verse 24.